Geek Myths, a novel about life, love, and the pursuit of sonic screwdrivers. Available in paperback and Kindle edition from Amazon.
Scanning for audio.
I'll start again. Welcome to a Tin Dog Podcast. And this time, because it's the day of the massive drive, number 5. The Avenues of Possibility. The closest you're ever going to get to Doctor Who does Man in the High Castle, or one of those nice alternative universe where everyone's got beards kind of things. Well, that's not true. Doctor Who, as a rule, doesn't do time travel very often. Stories with time in the title, as well we know, aren't great, except of course that I can cite at least one example when that's not true. But we've reached the point now where we've had the 8th, 7th and 5th Doctors and the 3rd. We've only got 6 and 4 to go. And you know what? It would be rude not to finish with mad old Uncle Tom. So this story number 5, is the 6th Doctor. Now, as well you know, because you've been hanging around with me for nearly 900 podcasts, the 6th Doctor has been not just revitalised, but in some people's eyes, salvaged, reinvigorated, given a full run. These are all words you hear. If you were playing Podcasty Bingo, that's what you really should be going with. These are all phrases we've used about Colin's time. The 6th Doctor is a brilliant Doctor. And of course, who from Big Finish are we going to have back? Well, because the 8th Doctor didn't have any of the companions that we recognise, and let's face it, there's a reason for this, the obvious and most perfect choice was Charlotte Pollard. The voice of UK MasterChef, Queen of our hearts, and the person I didn't get to meet at Big Finish Day. Well, just a huge fan. Absolutely huge fan. So very glad that the 6th Doctor and Charlotte Pollard are together in this story. Her very existence is a conundrum, and one that I was so terrified about hearing the end of that I've never quite got round to listening to and concentrating on her last ever release with the 6th Doctor. But all of those things that I was worried about happening in that particular run, well, they may or may not come to a head in this one. This feels like a much more fitting end to those stories. Glorious in every respect. But she's not the only, I hate using the word Easter egg, because it's hardly difficult to find. She's not the only gem from the past. D.I. Menzies, a 6th Doctor recurring human character. Well, actually she's met... No, it doesn't matter. Whether she meets him in the right order or the wrong order, it doesn't matter. Manchester-based police officer. Thank you. It's weird, you do think of policeman as a job to describe anyone who's a police officer. There you go. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Yes, I can hear you agreeing with me. Menzies is great. Menzies, if anything, could do with her own spin-off, or at least could do with turning up in Torchwood now and again. Anybody thought of doing that? Be a great little storyline. Actually, considering that Torchwood's now on the run in the main range of Torchwood, perhaps they could go there. Torchwood North. there always were other branches of Torchwood. It would be nice to have them turn up and try and sort things out. I'm sorry, I'm rambling and I'm so off topic, because this is a great story. It gives us a nice bit of history about the origins of the Bow Street Runners. And there's facts that I was completely unaware of and stuff that I don't want to talk about because it'll become, well, new to you. Just brilliant. Alternative parallel timelines, outcomes. Yes, there is a reference to Goodnight Sweetheart. And yes, it's just lovely to revel in such a fabulous bit of nostalgia. And I know nostalgia is poison, but it tastes so good. I loved this story, I really did, and I will come back and listen to it time and time again because it made so much sense. If anything, this is one of the stories that I would have liked to have been a 4-parter and had its release on its own. But that's because I miss Colin, and I miss his time with Charlie. Because this was Charlie at her best. Yes, I liked her with the 8th Doctor, but I loved her with the 6th. Did I play you the synopsis? Well, either way, here it is. 5. The Avenues of Possibility by Jonathan Morris. D.I. Patricia Menzies is used to the strange, but even she is surprised when the 18th century itself falls into her patch. Fortunately, she has the founders of modern policing to help her with her enquiries, and when the Sixth Doctor and Charley arrive, they find armed and hostile forces trying to change Earth history forever. Because I don't want to give away spoilers, and we're hurtling towards release number 6, which is probably just going to be me being all fan-wavy and hand-wavy and all just excited. So until I speak to you about that, be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Legacy of Time.
I don't believe it. Ah, there you are. What kept you? Cocktails?
Oh, this should be interesting.
Doctor! Hey, Doctor!
Who are these strange shouting women?
Archaeologists.
Brilliant. When can we have an adventure?
It's already started.
Whoa, Alison, good work! We've had a bit more experience since the last time you met us. We can handle ourselves these days. I can tell.
You must have activated his jetpack!
It'll take him time to get it under control.
I need to link the hulls and then pass physically through the breach you arrived through.
That sounds too simple.
Oh, it's simple enough.
I'll have a couple of men help set up a...
Kate, watch out!
No, Joe! Get back! No, 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 no!
Wow! I've never seen a TARDIS appear like that before.
Not many have. I need to get your ship on the same wavelength as mine. Do you mind?
I'm Jenny. Did I say that already?
Hello, Jenny. I'm the Doctor.
What?
What is happening out there? Things live in the vortex.
Vortisaurs. And no, they're usually much warier. I suggest you call a halt to abandoning ship.
The Multihaven and Cybermen in Singapore!
I'm in the eye of the storm! The time storm! Wish me luck!
Good luck! You're not from 1751. You have no right to be here either.
Release your prisoner and leave.
You think you can threaten us?
Oh, yes. You're outnumbered.
And outgunned.
But surely she cannot be the Doctor?
Listen, the next time you need a favour, ask someone else.
I have no idea who you are, and I haven't asked you to do anything.
Time travel does my head in. Come on, we haven't got all day.
Navigational coordinates reprogrammed. Dimensional stabilizers engaged.
Temporal buffers online.
We're clear for vortex access.
Power levels at maximum.
Force fields up.
Dematerialize! Now!
Dematerializing!
Big Finish. We love stories.
On Saturday the 31st of August 2019, Hooverville returns. The Derby Quad brings us the best Little Doctor Who convention in the world. Guests announced so far include Andrew Smith, Ingrid Oliver, Osgood, Sophia Miles, Madame Pompadour, the girl in the fireplace, Nabil Shaban, who played Syl, Christopher Ryan, Lord Kiv in Mind Warp, and General Stahl in the Sontaran Stratagem, Edward Russell, former Doctor Who brand manager, Rob Ritchie, 3D animator on the Macra Terror, Keith Barnfather from Real Time Pictures, Chris Chapman, Doctor Who VAM producer, James Burgess, model maker on Mission to the Own remake, and there are sponsored guests including Michael E. Bryant, director, and Simon Fisher Becker, who played Dorian Maltivar. There are still guests to be announced, and some of them are pretty impressive. So get yourself over to the Derby Quad website and book yourself a ticket for Saturday the 31st of August 2019. See you there.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.